St. Clair County RISA presents Dateline Schools, hosted by Terry Harrington.
On this week on Dateline Schools, we're taking a look at what it takes for us to get our kids back and forth to school each and every day here in St. Clair County. Tell us all about it. My special guest is the coordinator of transportation here at St. Clair County RISA, Lisa Merideth. And Lisa, yesterday you mentioned to us that not only do you take kids back and forth to Woodland Developmental Center every day, but you work with a lot of the local districts in our county transporting their children. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we transport to all the districts except for Algonac and Marysville. And by doing this, we're able to save all the school districts a substantial amount of money because we're funded different than the regular school districts. So we're able to give them a discount on the fuel, discount on the drivers, discount on all the services. So it is a huge cost savings for the district for us to do this for them.
And when you're talking about students, we're talking about a special population of students, not everybody in the county.
That's correct. RISA and Dean Transportation, we only transport special needs students to the local districts and also to the Woodland Developmental Center here located on the RISA campus. We have 151 students going to Woodland on a daily basis.
My guess is, too, the price of buses gets to be pretty expensive. Did the buses that you need for the kids and the population you deal with cost more than what we typically see for buses?
Yeah, they're outfitted different, so they are a lot more expensive. We typically buy the small, mid-sized passenger bus here. We don't go with the 76 passenger. A lot of times you'll see the RISA, they have the mid-sized buses. They're about a $70,000 bus, though. And there's not a lot of seats in them. There's minimal seats, but a lot of wheelchair spaces in some of them. We do a lot of wheelchair transportation, and they'll take up like 4 seats just for one wheelchair. We also, our buses are ordered with, a lot of them have air conditioning, which you don't see on a lot of the local district buses, because a lot of our children, because they are special needs, they have a hard time regulating their temperature and their bodies, and sometimes the heat on the buses can cause seizures. A lot of our children have seizure disorders and things like that. So our buses, you'll see them, we have white roofs that keep them cooler in the inside. They're air-conditioned buses. They also have, you'll see the wheelchair lifts on either the front or the rear of the buses. That'll let you know that we're transporting wheelchair students inside those buses. So a lot of the special equipment inside can be very costly to transport special needs students. But there's not any expense spared for it. It's, it's something that needs to be done, and they do it.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.